Just a quick update before we start today's video. If you want more Philion content, we launched a second channel. It's called Third Eye. You can click on the link down below or head on over to my page, click on channels, and then tap on the Giga Chad face. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. We are posting multiple times a week. We're growing the team and evolving. And who knows, maybe you can open your own third eye if you go and subscribe. The Liver King has a dark secret, and no, it's not being a fake natty. Just a fair warning, if anyone's squeamish, we're going to be talking about dead animals, and the only reason why I bring that up is because the footage relating to this video is insanely graphic and off-putting. To be honest, I don't even know if I can show you what I'm talking about, but in the event that that's the case, I'll blur it to the best of my ability. In order to understand what we're talking about, we have to be familiar with Liver King and his entire setup. I can't be bothered to go through the history and lore of the Liver King, as well as parse out every individual lie that he's ever told. But if you're unfamiliar with the Liver King, basically over the last 3 years, this man, Brian Johnson, blew up on social media claiming that his ancestral lifestyle was the way to a happy life. In reality, his entire social media explosion was a coordinated effort and production. Brian Johnson was a multi-millionaire before he ever appeared on social media as the Liver King. The main marketing strategy the Liver King uses consists of slaughtering an entire animal kingdom on a nightly basis. He then displays it in his kitchen or dining room table with the help of Liver King Chef Lionel.
Primals need to know how hard Liver King Chef Lionel works on Saturday.
I'm Liver King Chef Lionel, and for tonight's dinner we have brain. We're gonna have several types of brain. We're gonna have our cow brain, we have our lamb brain, we have our goat brain, and of course we have our pig brain. We prepared these several different ways. We have brain fillet, we have brain sashimi, we have brain tartare, we got brain soup, we have brain ceviche, we got brain broth, and of course we have our brain supplements. With every dinner, we're gonna have our whole beast protein shake. We're also gonna have our raw testicles, raw bone marrow, and raw liver. If you're not mad to eat that, do yourself a favor, get yourself a bottle of King. That's gonna have everything on that plate to boost your testosterone. And to finish everything off, we have our Liver King bar, now in chocolate. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. Liver King Chef Lionel, out!
He then proclaims that this is what he and his family eat for dinner. And if you want to grow up to be big and strong like the Liver King, you can get all of this nutrition in powder or pill form with the help of his supplements. Now this is predatory and downright fucking weird for a lot of reasons, but let's cover predatory first. For a lot of these online health gurus, they made their fortune by creating a problem and selling you the solution. Let's be honest, adhering to a healthy, balanced diet model doesn't sell. It's not flashy. In fact, it's rather boring. You need to eat nose to tail and experiment with organ meat and raw liver because modern humans are lacking all of the proper nutrition they need to be the best version of themselves. Now we're getting somewhere. And who better to deliver this message than a roided up sociopathic liar? If you're not aware, the supplement industry is a very lucrative business. In fact, most of the top people in the game are pulling over $100 million a year in revenue, and that is being conservative. And I bring this up because we're going to be focusing on one main element of the Liver King's business, the food, and the man behind it, Liver King Chef Lionel. It's no secret, in fact, it's obvious that Liver King spends millions of dollars, yes, 7 figures a year on food alone. Now, I don't buy that he eats it all with his family. It's in fact impossible. I do know, however, that Liver King has a farm, a ranch, whatever. Maybe he feeds it to other animals. He probably gets away with expensing all of it because the food serves as set design. Yes, the rotting carcasses on his dinner table are intentional fucking props. And if you fail to see this, then you're lost. The food is quite literally one giant photo op. Now, because social media is social media and it's driven by attention, people like Liver King go above and beyond to really sell it home. Almost exactly a year ago, Liver King Chef Lionel,
Liver King Chef Jeffrey Dahmer here, Lionel.
Presumably under the orders of Liver King himself, considering he's payrolled by Liver King, made one of the most disturbing posts I've ever seen on social media. It was a series of 4 Instagram pictures that have since been taken down, except I saved them. Now what I'm about to show you is a literal monstrosity.
Travels need to know how hard Liver King Chef Lionel works on Friday.
I'm Liver King Chef Lionel, and here's what we made for dinner tonight. With the spirit of Halloween, we ran out of whole beasts to cook, so we made our own. This is gonna be our Frankenstein animal, complete with the head of a bobcat, the neck of an ostrich, the hands of a pig, the body of a goat, and of course the legs of the bobcat also.
This series of pictures was posted on October 16th of last year. The caption reads, "It's spooky season, so you know I had to do something outrageous for Halloween. What did y'all think of the Frankenstein-inspired dinner?" I don't know how to fucking say this, but Liver King Chef Lionel is smiling next to a literal abomination. It's a bobcat head connected to an ostrich neck, connected to a goat's body with pig feet sewn on the front and the bobcat's legs sewn on the back. The comments read, "That's not how you honor your food. That's wrong. What the fuck? This is madness. Disrespect. In what country is consuming cats legal, bro? You've got to screw loose." This is some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit, okay? Who actually plays with animal carcasses and stitches them together for the sake of social media clout? Okay? Holy fuck. What is wrong with you? The second slide, we get a macro shot without Liver King Chef Lionel in it. Thanks for that. We can just get an overview of what we're fucking looking at. He literally made a demonic meat piñata, and I'm not even trying to be funny. And in the third slide, we get Liver King Chef Lionel with a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt on, cute, funny, holding a monkey wrench, twisting its neck, you know, just an artist in the middle of doing what he loves, working on his craft. And then finally, we get to see this thing in action on the Liver King's table. Yeah, they put this thing on display for the entire family just to fucking look at. Oh yeah, it's Halloween! Am I the crazy one? Can somebody tell me what's going on here? Please, if I'm in the wrong and this is normal behavior, let me know. I don't know if these posts were taken down because of a policy violation, considering how graphic they are, or if he took them down himself after getting a bunch of backlash. But after I saved them, I did a little bit of retroactive research and found a couple of posts talking about this very instance, but it has yet to been covered on YouTube. And because of all the fake natty stuff, no one knows about this. For instance, here's a post on Reddit. Liver King Chef Lionel literally Frankenstein some animal carcasses together for, quote, spooky season, and posted it on Instagram. The top comment says, "This is honestly fucking disturbing. In what world is this justifiable? Even for the Johnsons? Frankensteining animals' bodies together is incredibly disrespectful to those animals. And I don't think you can find any traditional tribal culture who engages in anything resembling this. People thought the steroids were bad. Everyone needs to know about this. Also, this guy should be on a watch list." There was also a Twitter post about it, but it's probably lost in the void at this point. It read, "One of the missed aspects of the Liver King scandal is this Halloween Mengele experiment by his personal branded chef. Quite frankly, it's irrelevant if the animals were on Liver King's ranch and the bobcat was, say, a predator. Doesn't matter. You should not play with dead animals and sew them together. And I don't think you need me to fucking tell you that." This boils down to psychopathic behavior and a severe disrespect for animals. And listen, personally, I eat meat, and I don't think I could actually kill an animal with my bare hands, which may or may not make me a hypocrite, but it sure as fuck doesn't make me a psychopath playing with dead animals and sewing them together for a Halloween fucking gag and internet points, okay? It's not furthering my personal brand. I'm not using discarded carcasses as literal photo ops to be cool on social media. There's another aspect to this that reinforces my points that the Liver King brand simply does not respect animals as a whole.
We honor you, brother. Let me get a yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Let's get him over to the shade and do what we came here to do. Look at the set of testicles on this guy, huh? One for my oldest and one for my youngest. We got the liver! Let's get this ram over to Chef Lionel.
Liver King brought me ram today. For the ram, what I'm gonna make is gonna be shepherd's pie, some haggis, and we're gonna cut the ram's head also.
Based on my assessment of this, Liver King and his 2 sons shot a ram on his property with a fence right behind it, which means that this animal was probably domestic. It's his animal. It's not a wild animal in Mother Nature that he tracked down, stalked, and shot it with a clean shot. No, he quite literally framed it as if he hunted this animal. Let's say you go on a real hunt, stalk an animal to 30 yards, then shoot it with a bow. Then maybe you can call yourself primal. The goat probably would have walked up to you and even, I assume, fed from your hand. Yeah, he staged this as if it's some hunt, some sacrificial boys ritual. No, it's a domestic goat on his property with nowhere to run, and he shot the fucking poor thing and then ate it. Imagine calling yourself primal when hunting at a high-fenced property. Yeah, it's a farm animal. Look, I'm not a hunter, but please, I encourage you, let me know if this is standard practice, if this is showing respect to animals. Shooting a farmed animal. Wow. Why are y'all wearing ghillie suits? It's one thing to hunt, but what's with this constant show where you're acting like you're a combat veteran or something? The only people you're impressing are people who don't know better. Can I ask why you took a body shot and not a neck shot? Probably because he's not a hunter. He is a cushy, multi-millionaire LARPer who adopted the aesthetics of the Maasai, a Kenyan tribe who drinks blood out of necessity and tradition.
And as much as he will pour, Liver King will drink. Oh, all the way to the top. How long do you think this will take me to drink?
He has nothing in common with being primal. In fact, he's the farthest thing from it. He's pharmaceutical. This is some of the cringiest material so far. Right, wearing camouflage suits that aren't even properly camouflaged and shooting a sheep that is fenced in a controlled environment. Real primal right there. I can read these for days because it makes me feel a little bit better that people are actually aware of what's going on. Ah, the great wild ram, the nemesis of the primal human, tracked, stalked for days, no doubt. You have certainly shown us the way to a more dominant self with the use of the great dominating rifle. This is such a load of self-indulgent tripe, but okay, fair enough. If there's one point I want to drive home, and I've been saying it for years, you can never, ever trust a fake natty.